What is up, everybody? Harbor Freight strikes again, and today we're going to be looking at some new clamps released by Harbor Freight under the brand name Burger. I actually don't know if this is a brand name or not. I noticed with their coupons, they started kind of saying that if you buy a brand name tool from Harbor Freight, you can't use a coupon. So, for example, the Bauer tools and I think the Hercules tools are brand names that you can't use a coupon for. This clamp bears the name Burger. I don't know if that's a brand name or not, but they don't have they had a sign that said new tools coming soon. So I snagged these up quick as possible, and I used the coupon for one of them, and I just bought the other one just because I'm not sure if in the future, if they say this is a brand name, they change the coupons and you're not allowed to use the coupons. But they retail for $19.99, and with the coupon I got it for $15.99, I'm pretty sure. So I saw these on YouTube first, and I went to the store to check them out because I've been looking for clamps like this for some time. The other brands that I know that make these types of clamps are Welding and also Stronghand, and they are pretty pricey. They are pretty expensive. They are very, very good clamps. I've used both of them. They are definitely 110% worth the money. I'm not knocking those companies at all. My kind of problem is I don't really know. I don't have an outlet where I could go to buy them, like a brick and mortar store. I kind of have to get them offline. And sometimes I hate buying stuff offline because it's hard to tell like what exactly you're getting. So I had intended to buy this style of clamp, the F style of clamp, but I just had never got around to it because it's, like I said, sometimes I don't like buying stuff offline. So I went to my local Harbor Freight. I saw these in the store, and I was like actually surprised. The first thing I noticed right off the bat is the weight. These things, I'm not really sure exactly how much they weigh, but they weigh a pretty decent amount. I mean, they don't feel like chintzy, and they don't really feel super cheap. Now, one thing that I noticed that probably you guys are noticing right about now is that swivel pad on the top looks a little lightweight. Looks a little chintzy. This thing looks like this is could be a fail point. I would have liked to see maybe a little bit better design on that one, but I mean, for the price, you kind of have to sacrifice, and you get what you get. With that being said, I hope that these pads hold up, and I hope that these swivel pads, last and they work out great. But I don't really abuse my clamps too much anyways, but I just wanted to point that out, that the pads looked, a little lightweight. But only time will tell. I'll have to do an update video. Also, another thing that I did notice are these arms here. I don't know what they're called actually. And I know that the design of the clamp is for this to have movement, but I just wanted to point out that one clamp had more movement than the other one. I don't know if that's good or bad. They both operate the way they should. I just noticed that one had more play than the other one. So, I mean, I'm hoping that they don't wear over time and then get real funky to clamp. But like I said again, time will kind of tell. I did notice when you clamp things down, it does leave, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. Yep, I think you guys can see that. Some indentations back here on the clamp. I was clamping something down, kind of testing them out, and I did notice that too. Now this metal is probably a softer metal. I mean, obviously, for the price. That doesn't seem to hinder performance at all, but something I just want to point out there. The screw looks pretty decent. The handle up top is nice and thick. That looks pretty decent too. That looks okay. Obviously, this arm here is a casting, you could tell. And I'm assuming that this piece of steel, is a casting as well too, but it's more finished than the arm. I mean, you could tell where the arm is kind of unfinished, but no big deal there. The tag up here says 12-inch F-style welding clamp. Heat treated high carbon steel screw, spatter resistant, large 4 3/4 inch throat depth, 1600 maximum clamping capacity, not 16,000. I have no way to deny nor confirm that 1600 maximum clamping capacity. Somebody who's smarter than me will be able to figure that out, and it'll be on YouTube. And when it comes out, maybe I'll put a link somewhere to do something. But that's kind of the clamp in a nutshell, kind of like an overview. I was going to show you shots of it clamping, but to be honest with you, that's boring. And my video is already boring enough. And you all know how clamps work, and these are no exception. The screw threads on the arm seem to be fairly straight. Whenever I clamp down on it pretty hard and I try to eyeball line it up, it doesn't seem out of whack. So that's a good sign. Harbor Freight is going to be releasing more welding accessories under different names. Well, under that name Burger, I guess. And then they're coming out with a new line of welders under the name Vulcan. So if you're into welding or whatever, check out on Harbor Freight's website the new line of Vulcan welders. They have some interesting stuff. It's going to be different than what you've seen from Harbor Freight so far. They're going after Lincoln welders. I noticed they're comparing their new Vulcan welders to Lincoln welders. So just be aware of that. And if you want to, go check those out. I'm not going to get in that discussion. That's a video for another time and place. Here are the clamps. One thing I did notice, they do not claim to come with any type of warranty at all. I'll get in close on this one. If you want to, you can pause it and look for yourself. It says nothing about a warranty, which it would be nice if it did have a lifetime warranty, but, you know, whatever. If you can use a coupon on them and get them for $15.99 plus tax, they kind of, in my opinion, they may be disposable once they break. Anyway, so that's it, man. Those are the clamps. I bought 2 of them. I'm going to do some testing them out. I don't feel like they are professional grade at all. I feel like they're very good, like homeowner grade. So that's the video. If you like this video, click like. If you like this channel, click subscribe.